The topic which we are going to discuss is searching a file or directory, that is folder, using find command. Now, many times we forget the location of the file or a directory that we have created. So, in that case the find command helps us to look for such forgotten objects. The find command looks for the search criteria, that is the file or directory or both, whatever that you have specified. Starting from the directory you specify within all its subdirectories. So, where will it search? It will search from the directory where you are in, and plus also the subdirectories which is there inside that directory. We can also search for the objects based on its name, owner, group, type, permission, date and other criteria. Note that the find command, when used without any other arguments, displays the path name of all the files and directory in the present directory and all its subdirectory. That means, if you do not specify what you want to search and you simply type find command, then it will show all the contents of that directory and its subdirectory, that is files, folders, everything. Now, assume that we want to look for the location of file introduction.txt that we have created earlier. Then we will use the command like this way: find -name introduction.txt. Now, if the file exists, then its path will be given as an output. Otherwise, we may either get an error or a prompt will be visible if no such file exists. Note that we know the name of the file here. In this case, we are knowing the file's name, that is introduction, right. Then note that we know the name of the file here. What if we only remember the first few characters of the file name? Then the wildcard character could be used. In such case, the name of the wildcard character is asterisk. This we use asterisk sign also in Windows whenever we want to search anything. For example, if you type here find -name intro asterisk, then what it will search? It will look for all the files or folders whose first 5 letters is intro. Asterisk means any number of missing characters. So, it will show intro 1, intro, introduction.txt, introduction, intro 1, intro 0, intro 1, these all things it will display. Fine. Now, what is given here? We may refine the search if needed by using the type option as shown below. Find -name intro asterisk -type f. Now, what will happen? Table 6.10 shows some example of find and its expected output description. The first one is find /-type d. Then what will it do? Description: it will search all directories and subdirectories available on root directory. Since you have given one slash, it means you are searching from root directory. So, it will search all the directories and subdirectories lying in the computer. Find dot -mtime -l. Then searches objects modified within the past 24 hours. Then find dot -mtime +1. Then search all the objects modified more than 48 hours ago. Find dot then /dir1 /dir2 -name script sh. Searches directory, that is dot /dir1 and dir2 for a file name script.sh. That means we want to look for this file script.sh only in these two directories, then we can use this syntax. Find -size 0 -delete. Search for files of 0 byte and deletes them from the disk. This searches plus deletes the thing. Find -executable. Searches for the executable file in the current directory. Find /homes/user Jagat. Searches for the object whose owner is Jagat within the home directory and its subdirectory. Find -perm permanent 664. Search for object that has read and write authorization for their owner and group, but which other user can only read. So, these were the sub options. Then the topic is running commands as a super user. Now, see, when you log in into the computer, the account you use is a regular user account. This account has limited right. The security model of Ubuntu generally allows you to work as a normal user, not providing the administrative rights. Prevents an accidental change or installation or malicious program that may disturb the functioning of the system. That is why we do not log in into administrator, we use it log in into normal user, so that by mistake also we do not commit any mistake. But many times the user may need to have administrative privileges. The administrative privilege are available to only a user known as super user. To use the super user account when using the terminal, we need to add sudo as a prefix to the commands that we want to execute. It is very simple. For example, execute the following command to install a new program called Skype from command line. Then you have to type sudo apt-get install Skype. When you execute the command, it will ask for a password. Provide the password of super user. Generally, it will be difficult from the normal user. This password is the password of the first user that you had added when you installed the Ubuntu Linux on the computer. Once the user is authenticated as a sudo by means of the terminal, the software will start getting installed. Once the installation is over, we can start using the software. The super user can also perform the operations of adding, deleting or updating a user or a group or an object in the system. Some of the commands listed below are used for such purposes. Add user. The add user command creates a new user on the system. Figure 6.20 shows the process of creating a user. The command, when executed, will ask for a password and some additional details as shown in figure 6.21. Once all the details are provided, a new user along with its home directory will be created in the system. So, here we see that thing sudo add user Herschel. Okay, then sudo password of the administrator. So, after you enter the password, adding user Herschel, adding new group Herschel, adding new user Herschel with the group Herschel, creating home directory /home/Herschel, copying files, that is /etc/l, these all things will be done. Now, enter new Unix password, retype the password, and that means this Herschel will also have a password which you have to enter here and re-enter it. Then it will display password updated successfully. changing the user information for herself. Then enter the new value or press enter for the default. Then here you can type here full name Harshal, then his surname, this all things, room number, phone number, etc. Is this information correct? It will ask either you have to press Y or N. Now the last part of this chapter is password, PASSWD command. The password command, when executed as a super user, allows us to change the password of any valid user of the system. Who command. The who command, when executed, displays the list of all the users that are presently logged into the machine. Add group. The add group command adds a new group. The users are normally divided into groups so that they can be better controlled. Then del, that is delete user. The del user command is used to delete a user from the system. Note that we need to expectedly remove the user's file and home directory by using the -remove -home option. Then del group. The del group command deletes a group from the system. To perform this operation, we must first make sure that no user is associated with the group that we are going to delete. So, here we complete the chapter. Thank you.